Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of The Real Deal in Annapolis Real Estate. I am here with an award-winning interior designer, Karen Osborne. She's definitely the real deal. All right, we're in her store today, Renee Interior Designs. I'm so excited to have you on the show today. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I think so much of you. And I was wondering if we could just have a conversation today so that my audience could understand a little bit about the interior design business, address some of the myths, understand what you do and how you can service clients that have a need to dress it up a little bit, improve their interiors. So Karen, I guess one of the first things I'd like to know is what's hot right now? What are some of the hot trends? What are you seeing out there?
So Dave, what our clients are asking for are a lot of blues. So anything from aquas to navy, and we're throwing in other colors with that as accents, like corals and greens and all types of purple colors like amethysts and fuchsias and beet color and all of that. So,
oh, that's cool. I see a lot of coastal colors out there. So how about the grays? Is that still popular? Is that kind of moving its way out?
We're still using a ton of gray.
Is that right?
We're using a lot of warm grays. Some people like the cool grays, but yes, definitely a lot of grays are still very popular right now.
Okay. Cool. So when you work with the colors, are you talking about, is that for wall coverings? Is that for furniture? Or is it where would they be incorporated in the home?
It's in everything throughout the house.
Okay.
So, and that's funny that you mentioned wallpaper, because wallpaper is back again. Large patterns, it's very big. We're doing accent walls and really having a lot of fun with wallpaper.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Now, do you provide the wallpaper or does somebody go out and pick it? Like, how does it work when you're working with an interior designer?
Well, we do. We have a whole library of wallpaper books, and people will buy directly from us. And working with a designer, the designer will actually go through the books, or sometimes we actually go to the design center to pick out those types of things, fabrics and wall coverings. And the designer narrows it down based on the project for a particular client.
Okay, so that's a good segue. So who are your clients? Who's a good fit for your business? Who should hire you? That sort of thing. So tell me a little about your clients.
So we cover a lot of areas as far as clients go. We have a large residential clientele, and we work with people who are redoing their current homes, people who are buying new construction, people who have just purchased resales.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of different types of projects. Also, people are redoing their bathrooms and their kitchens, so they can use the designer's help with that as well.
Okay, cool. So tell me a little, just about your business a little bit. You mentioned a designer. So how do you service the clients? Like, what would that engagement look like if someone came in and wanted to work with your business?
Well, what we do is we'd have an initial consultation first, and we'd get to know the client, and we talk about the scope of the project and what they're looking for, and we talk about design fees and budgets. It's always great if a client can provide a budget for us right up front, because then the designer knows where to look and knows what to show you.
Okay. Got it. So you mentioned budgets. I think one of the things I want to talk about is the myths of working with an interior designer. One of the things I commonly hear is, oh, it's going to be so expensive, or they're going to crush my budget. So what are some of the other things that preclude people from coming in and having a meeting with you? What would you say are the myths of working with an interior designer?
Well, I think people are worried sometimes about a designer coming in and just being really bossy and telling them, you have to get rid of everything, and you know, we can't work with what you have.
Right.
And actually that's not what we do. You know, we want the space to reflect the client, their lifestyle, their tastes, everything like that. That's very important to us.
Okay.
So when you find a designer that you can trust and have a great rapport with, you're in for an amazing experience.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah, it will save you time and money and really have the look you want within your budget.
This all sounds great. Karen, I know you personally. I know what a great person you are. You have deep integrity. You're an amazing person, so I can personally vouch for you.
Thank you.
So my endorsement is very genuine. If somebody doesn't know you and wanted to reach out to you and do business with you, what is the best way for them to get a hold of you?
Well, they can reach us through our website, which is www.karenreneinteriors.com.
Okay.
And they can call us at 410-647-0435.
Okay.
Or they can stop by our office, which is located at 540 Baltimore Annapolis Boulevard in Severna Park.
Karen, thanks for telling us so much about your business and about the industry and different things. One of the things I really love about you and about your business is that you're so involved in the community and that you're so totally committed to giving back. I think it wouldn't be a complete segment without talking about some of the great things you've done. So can you share with us where you're involved and some of the cool things that you're doing to help out the community?
Sure, I'd love to do that. One of the projects that I've done is called Chesapeake Bay for Kids, and I actually was involved in or instrumental in having 220 children who come from poor homes get out on the boats through the Chesapeake Bay Foundation and learn about the Chesapeake Bay. They got to do hands-on water quality testing, and some of them have never even been out on the water before, so it was an amazing learning experience for the kids. They were 6th graders.
Oh, that's cool.
And another project that I took on is that I've opened a clinic in Uganda for women who don't have access to prenatal care, and also the general population to have general medicine.
Wow.
So it's still in the process. It's just about there. And currently we've had some healthcare professionals take over the lead on the project, and they're actually really taking it on to get the doors open to the clinic. It's been about 2 years or 3 years in the works.
Oh, I love that. That is awesome. That is really neat that you're giving back, and you're more than just an interior designer. You're a really good person. So that's awesome. Yeah.
I have one more organization that I do work for.
Keeps going.
This year, myself and my co-chairs have had probably about 4 or 5 events to raise money for the Bernie House, which is transitional housing for families fleeing domestic violence.
Oh, wow.
And we've had all kinds of events this year, from Walk a Mile in Her Shoes.
Yeah.
And we had a Cake for a Cause party just this past week. And we're having Monte Carlo night on October 7th.
October 7th, mark it on your calendar.
Yes, at Michael's 8th Avenue.
Okay. How would somebody learn more about Bernie's House and about getting involved in these events?
They could go to www.theberniehouse.org.
Bernie, B-E-R-N-I-E.
Yes.
Okay. Karen, I'm so familiar with your residential work as a residential real estate broker. I've seen that portion of it, but can you tell us a little bit about the commercial work that you do?
Oh, absolutely. We do all different types of venues for commercial. We do dentist and doctor's offices.
Okay.
We do ballroom venues. We do multifamily dwellings and senior housing. And we also do, we've done behavioral health facilities as well as substance abuse. And we just have a huge diversity in the commercial types of projects we do, as well as builders. We do model home merchandising and clubhouses as well.
Oh, that's cool. Your office is gorgeous. So if this is a representation of what you do for a commercial client, I'm sure it looks great. So I guess any small business owner might be somebody that could call you, and these other clients as well that you've described.
Absolutely.
So,
and we have another niche that most people don't know about.
Oh, yeah.
And that's that we do sorority houses all over the country.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Well, I would like to work on that project. Just kidding. Just kidding, wife. All right. Okay, cool. And you're humble, but I'm going to force you to brag a little bit. Tell us about some of the awards you've won, because there's like trophies everywhere and plaques and pictures and everything. So what are some of your more recent awards here?
Well, we recently won What's Up Annapolis Best of Interior Design.
That's awesome.
We've actually won that award 7 times, so I'm very proud of that.
That's amazing. Congrats.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
And the last 2 years we've won Best Interior Designer in Severna Park.
That's incredible.
And last year I won the Bravo Award from Smart CEO Magazine.
Oh, that's awesome. I actually didn't know that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
So, well, thanks for being on our show today. I think anybody would have a great client experience with you or your team. So I really appreciate it. Keep up the great work. I appreciate definitely the real deal. Karen Osborne, thanks a lot.
Thanks for having me, Dave.
Absolutely.